Hey, coach, put me in the game. We spent trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. Ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need I cannot build without people decide you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry's so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Las Vegas Raiders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
The Raiders at 0-9 now on the year, and it has really been a slog.
And it's been such a struggle for them because they found no consistency anywhere. Special teams has let them down. Offense, defense, the coaching. You name it, it's been a really difficult season for them. And people are looking for that lightning bolt to strike where they can put it all together and win a game.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks are on the board first here in Vegas.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And the pass complete to Waller on the out route.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They'll set up to throw.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. They'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Looking to throw.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Second and 1. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball work.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Quiddy Pay. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game. Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on second down. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 50.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right.
Right side, there's Likely with it.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Gabriel Davis,
39 yards.
And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 7, Herbert. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday. Anything can happen in this league.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. On first down, Justin Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11th.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They make their 2nd half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They're going to look to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On 2nd down, won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Another run here with Dobbins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turned.
Touchdown, Raiders! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
They'll try and throw for it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Right back to him on first down. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get about 3 here, up to the 44-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 22. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Jacobs going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Good running there by Kamara on first down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it.
He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And he's got some space here. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards.
And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's got it to about the 40.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be.